Fullmetal Alchemist final chapter, The Revenge of Scar. I can't believe this actually was a thing. It popped up on Netflix and I was like, what? I was hesitant to watch it because it's FMA. Fucking MA, one of my favourite animes of all time. Fuck you people out there that just diss on FMA. Screw you. But it's the live action, and it wasn't a bad live action. I mean, normally these live actions kind of be hit and miss. Sometimes they can be good, sometimes they can be a bit sort of meh. But I'll give it to you. The guys behind this thing, the studio, alright, it was alright. It's good. If you're an FMA fan like me, you're gonna have a bit of a bias. You're gonna be like, yes, you want to see this, because basically it follows the whole sort of chapter where you've got Scar, as you know, the AceV1 basically, who has that sort of that revenge, and then obviously Edward finds out that this AceV1 has killed he's killed his Wenu's parents, and he's the reason that this is all these things are set in motion. It does reveal the homunculus as well, and also you get to see all the sort of other sort of crazy sort of things. If you don't know what FMA is, what the fuck have you been doing? Are you been sleeping under a rock? But anyway, I mean, we can go deep into the lore. If you're out there, if you haven't seen the anime, get off your ass, go watch it. Don't be a bum. If you just go fucking watch it. I mean, look down here. Look, 9.1. No, man, 9.5, 9.8. Man, come on. You know what, man? 9.8, 10. I want to give it. You know what? Actually, I can't give anything a 10, but you know what, 9.9, man. Go watch Brotherhood. Is fucking amazing, and the live actions haven't been bad, so you've got similar ratings, and they gave people out here gave Fullmetal 5.3, Final Transmutation. I'm not even sure what the fuck happened with this, and you know what, I'll give it to them. The special effects were pretty good. The thing that really pissed me off was there's a part, if you do watch this film, go out there and check it out. The train, some of the CGI wasn't all there, but the rest of the CGI, the transmutation sort of CGI, the stuff that they do basically within the actual show, I keep saying anime because I'm thinking about the anime, it's good. So if you're going to compare like comparison between this live action and the anime, I'll give it to them. They put some money into it, they put some time into it, and they have done good CGI, because if you're going to do these special effects, I expect you to do good CGI. I don't skimp out, okay? Because the fans out there, the die-hard fans, the big fans out there, they'll be like, you fucking idiots, just ruined it, fucking ruined it. Anyway, that's what I hear people say. People say hard to enjoy given the production value. Fullmetal Alchemist is a fantastic anime, and healthy level of suspension of the disbelief into the film is so cheap. When it's cosplay level budget, it's impossible to appreciate the value of the story. The acting drawn out at times, plot. I have to admit, there is the whole thing about the joke too. I have to admit, in all fairness, the whole joke about him being short and him getting losing his fucking mind about the whole short jokes, that sort of like wasn't needed. You that's just one part of the anime, but then you don't have to. The whole point, what they should have done in this film, I'll be a bit critical because that's the thing I'm talking about. But I'll be a bit critical. CGI great, but then put more emphasis on acting. The emotions, the story. And Scar, he takes out his arm. He takes out Alphonse as well. And then Alphonse is left in rubble because he's basically used his ability. To essentially just take apart their transmutation abilities, and the emphasis, where they might lose themselves, their mother might lose them, the other, that whole emotion isn't really carried on. The acting is good, don't get me wrong, it's okay, but it's not great. There's not enough emotion I can see from here, and it does seem a bit cosplayish. Like, so for example, the actors aren't bad. I mean, that is some cool CGI, that's cool as well. But saying that, having all the CGI is nice, having this sort of stuff is cool, but then it's devoid of any real true emotion, real depth. But again, what do you expect? Because again, I'm assuming that the director's behind it. Who's directed this thing? What else has he done? Let's have a look at this guy called Sori. So director, so he's done all the FMA films, Dragon Age, That wasn't too bad. He achieved some other sort of stuff as well. So I mean, he's just been focusing purely on the FMA sort of franchise and the stuff there as well. So he's done some visual effects from Titanic. Alright, okay, but again, not stellar. So again, they could have taken more inspiration from the actual core writing stuff as well, and maybe spent some more time in it. Maybe not just packed it all together. But a lot of times I feel that if they rush it, they reveal the whole thing about Bradley. That reveal should be more sort of climactic, where they find out that he's also human access, rather than basically just that Chinese sort of guy going out the boom. By the way, did you know that the guy who you work for is also human access? That should have been way better, but I guess they just skimmed over that part. But a lot of the reveals they could have done could have been more sort of connected with the anime and been a bit like wow, shock factors, because again, it is basically taking inspiration from the film. It was low budget cosplay. It's impossible to appreciate this too. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's just difficult because again, you're trying to pack all that into a film. Overall acting drawn out, plot, sensory. This movie was not produced by Netflix because the awful adaptation of Death Note looked great. Proper like foam, dated CG. I thought the CG was okay. It wasn't too bad. I mean, again, I'm not expecting the best CG out there. Let's see what other people are saying as well. Okay, got 25 reviews on this thing. Typical Japanese ham-fisted acting. Okay, hard to enjoy against the production. That's the same. It was bad. Remaking an anime like actually makes no sense. Again, having like these sort of like these live action sort of adaptations. If the anime is that good, why are you trying to copy it and make it live action? Just leave it alone. Leave things fucking well alone. Maybe have like a story based on the characters, like a side story, like an original story on the characters or within that universe. Perfect. For me, like for example, if I give you an example of Star Wars, you know, one of my favourite films out of the entire lot is the stuff that they've done that's not core to Star Wars, like for example Rogue One. I love Rogue One, you know, that sort of stuff, and the side stuff they do. Make a story not taking from the anime, just do like a separate story. I would have happily seen a live action version of Errol and Alphonse going out there and you know fix and going up against like the homunculus and trying to fix what's going on in another part. For example, the original FMA, I wasn't sure what they did in Brotherhood, but they took out this sort of crazy priest guy. You know, having something like that where they are state alchemists now, and they go out there and they do their own little thing as well, and they basically work these little missions, and having a separate mission entirely. Having something original, it's so much better than just basically ripping off the anime. The Airbender movie, I understand, because you can't just rush all that in just that. Person said it's decent. I'll give it props because I like the CG. It was okay, but again, I'm going from a bias where I'm gonna say it's Full Metal, and I'm gonna have a bias from it as well. I'm gonna anything to do with Full Metal, man. I'm just a fanboy. This person said, thank God they followed the manga storyline. I understand your sort of stance in this thing as well, but then by following the manga storyline, you have to ensure that you are true and you don't rush it. You can't pack all the events that they've packed into this film into this short amount of time. It just doesn't do its justice. Scar first movie lacks background atmosphere. A lot outside the scenes felt quite cheap. Still, battles are enjoyable. I did like the battles were enjoyable. Yep. Okay, apparently they are still going to make another one, which is good, I guess. Bear. It's okay, except for, let's have a look here. Listen, Bear yourself. Yeah, if you're going to watch this film, you have to watch it in sub. You can't be watching that thing in dub. Hell no. Right, anyway, this has been Full Metal. Overall, it's like 6 out of 10. For me, I'm purely saying it's above average. I mean, I'm not going to give it a mid, but that's just coming from an FMA fan here. So they are going to make a second, the final part to this as well. Hopefully, it's amazing, but again, I'm still going to end up watching it and see what happens there. But anyway, this has been my review of Fullmetal Alchemist: The Revenge of Scar. Again, if you want to go ahead and watch this thing, jump on Netflix, and tell me if you agree with my review, you know, with what I'm thinking. Let me know. Comment down below. As always, it's been Ace. See you guys next time. Like, subscribe. Ace out.